It's your boy Chris here, back in the video editing studio. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to add keyframes in CapCut PC. I repeat, we're going to add keyframes in CapCut PC. So step number one is to go on over to CapCut, obviously, right? So keyframes are essentially little sections that CapCut needs to know on where to start zoom ins or fade ins, etc. So first, I'll show you how to do a zoom in, right? So or actually, let's do a fade in first because that's most common, right? So what we want to do here is have a video in the editing timeline down here and make sure it's highlighted, right? See, if I click off, that's not highlighted. So click on, now it's highlighted. And what we want to do here, this cursor, if you click and drop and drag, this is very important because you need to have this cursor. This is where you're going to be adding keyframes. So let's put the cursor at the beginning. And what I want to do is I want to do a fade in. So if I go on over here to the right-hand side here, there's a bunch of settings. So if I go down here on the video tab, it says blend. Make sure this is clicked, right? And then what I want to do here is I want to do a fade in, right? So what I want to do here, these little diamonds to the right are where you add keyframes. See, when I hover over that, it says add keyframe. So click that. That is my first keyframe. And when I look at the editing timeline over here, see right here, there's a little diamond-like thing that shows up. That's where it starts, right? So if I'm doing a fade in, I need to turn the opacity all the way to 0 because that's where I want it to start. And again, these keyframes kind of help you, these are little sections on where things start and stop and where they happen essentially. So then what I want to do is move the cursor where I want it to be done fading in. So if I move it over a little bit and I go over here again to the blend section and I click add another keyframe, right? And then what I wanted to do is I change the opacity to 100%. So if I watch this, if I move the cursor back and we watch this video, that's a fade in. Did you see it? That's a fade in. And that's how you add a keyframe in CapCut. All right, so let's do another one. And what we'll do here is we'll do a zoom in because this is really common to do zoom ins. So choose with the cursor, drop and drag here, or click and drag where you want it. And then I'll do a zoom in right here. I'll start it. Well, actually, let's click back here. Let's take out this fade in. What we can do here is we can start. Let's move this cursor right here. And what I'll do is I'll add a keyframe up here on the right-hand side on the scale section because this is how you do zoom ins on CapCut. So what I'll do is I'll add a keyframe right here. See it? I'll add this one and then I'll just have it stay the same as far as the scaling. And then I'll drop and drag, click and drop and drag over here where I want it to zoom in, right? And then I want it, this section right here. So I'll go up in the right-hand corner and add another keyframe, right? Except I will zoom in a little bit. See this? And I'll scale it, I'll center it. So if we drop and drag over here and watch the video, this is how I do a zoom in. See that? That's pretty cool, right? And that's how you add keyframes on CapCut PC. And a lot of times it's with fade ins, fade outs, zoom ins, etc. All right, guys, hit me up in the comments. If you have any questions, please consider subscribing. This is how to add keyframes in CapCut PC. Peace out.